In a quiet suburban neighborhood, there lived a young woman named Maya. She had always been a light sleeper, but recently, her nights had been plagued by a new and terrifying phenomenon: sleep paralysis. Each episode left her paralyzed, unable to move or scream, as a shadowy figure loomed over her. One night, after a particularly stressful day at work, Maya fell into a deep sleep. She awoke in the middle of the night, her body rigid and unresponsive. As she lay there, unable to move, she felt a heavy weight pressing down on her chest. Panic set in as she realized she was once again trapped in the grip of sleep paralysis. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw the familiar shadowy figure materialize. It was tall and slender, with glowing red eyes that pierced through the darkness. The figure seemed to glide toward her, its presence sending shivers down her spine. Maya's heart pounded in her chest as she struggled to break free from the invisible bonds holding her down. As the figure leaned in closer, Maya could feel its cold breath on her skin. "You're mine," it whispered in a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of her worst nightmares. The words sent a wave of terror through her, and she fought harder to wake herself up. Maya's mind raced with fear. The figure's presence grew stronger, its cold fingers brushing against her cheek. She felt an intense pressure around her neck, as if invisible hands were trying to choke her. Tears streamed down her face as she desperately tried to scream, but no sound escaped her lips. Just when she thought she couldn't take it any longer, Maya remembered a trick she had read about, trying to wiggle her toes. Summoning all her strength, she focused on moving her toes, and slowly but surely, she felt the paralysis begin to lift. The shadowy figure let out a guttural growl as it began to fade away. With a final burst of effort, Maya broke free from the paralysis and sat up in bed, gasping for air. The room was silent, and the shadowy figure was gone. Her heart still raced, but she knew she had conquered the demon, at least for that night. In the days that followed, Maya took steps to reduce her stress and improve her sleep hygiene, hoping to keep the demon at bay. She read books on relaxation techniques, started meditating, and even set up a nightlight to keep the darkness at bay. But every night, as she drifted off to sleep, she couldn't shake the feeling that the visitor in the shadows was still watching, waiting for the right moment to strike again.